Let's talk about the fire because we are privileged to have Lieutenant Dan Whipple from the Salvation Army here in Santa Rosa on some of the relief efforts that are going on. Lieutenant Dan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for inviting us. Absolutely.
All right, so tell us what Salvation Army is doing to help with some of the survivors of this terrible fire.
Yeah, first our hearts are incredibly broken, and we're, incredibly, we're amazed at what has transpired. And so, Salvation Army has taken response to get out to the fire victims and help in any way we can. Most immediately, that's been with the feeding, and we've been feeding up in Clear Lake area for about 3 days, and we have about 4 of our mobile kitchen units from around the Northern California area who have deployed and sent teams up to do feeding for these evacuees.
That's awesome that you guys have literally a mobile feeding place. You can go out and give food to people that don't have anything to eat.
Correct. So these units, actually, we can cook up to 2,000 meals a day on each unit. These units have been deployed. Our Santa Rosa feeding truck has actually been deployed and is serving at the Kelseyville High School to the evacuees there at the shelter. And we've already served upwards of 2,000 meals, and then today we're kicking off another probably close to 1,000 to 1,500 meals today as well.
Well, Larry and I are kind of tired of cooking, so do you mind if we stop by? We promise we'll volunteer in exchange.
Here's the great thing about that. We do feed the volunteers. We feed other organizations who are also serving. We serve the first responders as well. And if you were in line, we would never ask a question. We'd just give you a plate of hot food. So more than welcome.
That's amazing. So I understand that you have to rely on donations to help keep these mobile kitchens going. Are people responding?
People are responding. And, the greatest response we see is in the beginning of any one of these incidents. And a lot of people want to get their communities together and bring clothing and items like that. And those are great. However, they're inundated with stuff, and you can imagine someone who's been evacuated doesn't have the means to, take bundles of clothes or furniture with them. They don't have a place to go at this point, and so we try to slow down the donations of in-kind gifts because people literally can't grab them and do anything with them at the moment. But there are ways to support us, and we have been actively involved with this with units from all over Northern California. And an easy way is to go to our website, salvationarmysantarosa.org, and there's a link right off that page to help support what's going on.
Salvation
We've also had
Army Santa Rosa.org. Okay, I'm getting it posted up on our Facebook and our website right now, even as we speak, so that people can do that. All right, well,
go ahead. I want to mention the community has been super supportive, and especially Santa Rosa community. Tex Wasabi and Johnny Garlic. They sent up meals last night to be served out of our mobile kitchens, and it's just been an overwhelming response of support from the community. So we're grateful for that.
One of the things that I heard was that Guy Fieri who owns Johnny Garlic's, right across the street from us here at 1410 Neotomas, helped personally cook some of those meals. So that must have been a real treat.
Can you imagine? What that does is it gives a sense of being included, and people feel a sense of just empowerment that someone is willing to help up and step them, and someone with a celebrity status, especially. It's just amazing. We're amazed by that.
I just love the idea, too, that as a big fire's burning and everybody's being evacuated, you guys are going in to help the people that need it. I think this is a great picture of what you guys do.
Well, I appreciate it. It's something that we feel that when people are in need, we have the ability to help, and we should run to places that need help and not away from. So we've had people come into our Santa Rosa office already that have been evacuated and lost their homes looking for clothing and these sorts of things, which we are able to resource them by sending them to our thrift stores and to pick out the things that they need. So we're continually having a supportive immediate response with food, but this will be a long, ongoing thing. Long after the media is done and long after people get daily reports on this incident, we will be serving people that are affected by this tragedy.
Well, you need to know that in me, at least, and I know a lot of other people are continually supporting the Salvation Army. I can remember when the Salvation Army came in after the big earthquake in San Francisco in '88. You were on the scene, and for days, weeks, months afterwards, contributing, and there was never any controversy. There was only love and gifts for everybody, and service, and that is the thing about the Salvation Army that I have always appreciated.
Well, we appreciate the compliments. Of course, we don't do it for that. We do it for the simple reason to help others in need. And so we appreciate that, and it encourages us to move forward with what we're doing.
Okay, so if people need your services, the best way to contact you is?
Our main line at our Salvation Army Santa Rosa is 707-542-0981.
Lieutenant Dan, thank you so much. You're doing God's work out there. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Lieutenant Daniel Whipple from the Salvation Army in Santa Rosa. We've got a link up now on our Facebook page if you'd like to donate or contribute or get involved in any way. I can't recommend them highly enough.